In today's video, we're going to install this deadbolt with an electronic keypad. I bought this in May of 2024 on sale for $50 Canadian.
Let's open it up and see what we have inside. I lost the key for the old deadbolt, so I'm going to remove it. Phillips head screw here, two of them. I had to lock the deadbolt in order to get access to the screws. Now that I've got the cover off here, put that back on just enough to operate the deadbolt. Let's open the door. Now, remove the exterior side of the deadbolt and our two Phillips screws. I'm going to see if this is coming out. Yep, seems to be on the camera. For the strike plate. Now we have the old deadbolt removed. We'll install the new one. As you can see, our door was pre-drilled. We're replacing an old deadbolt, but there's a good set of instructions here if the door that you're installing the deadbolt on has to be drilled. The back set is the distance from the edge of the door to the center of the hole here, and this has two different back set settings. 60 millimeters, which is this one, and you can turn it and get 70 millimeters. So for the different settings. Now if I put this in here, we will see, push that in, that this should be at the center of the hole here, and it is not. So that tells me that this door was drilled for a 70 millimeter back set. So if I turn this like so, and we want this groove here pointing in this direction. So now we've got it set for the 70 millimeter setting. Push that in, and now you can see that here, where we're going to put our deadbolt through, is properly centered. So if we're going with the 60 millimeter setting, which we have here, we will notice that it says up here. So this would be correctly installed in the door if this was the top. Now if we extend that to the 70 millimeter, we notice that up is now pointing down. You'd have to install it this way. The instructions lay out the two different options for a square latch faceplate installation, as they refer to it, or one that requires a drive-in sleeve, which is this. We do not require that. We're just using what they call the square latch faceplate install. I'm going to install the latch in the door frame, tightened up with the two wood screws provided. I'm not going to tighten it right up yet. We'll secure it in place, and once we get the whole deadbolt installed, we'll tighten everything up. So hold the cylinder here in place positioned as such. You can see the writing is on the top here. So I'm just going to hold that cylinder like so. And then we want this piece that's going to go through the deadbolt horizontal. And the instructions tell us to put this, they call this the IC wire, underneath the latch. So, like that. Another wire underneath. Slip this through. Our instructions tell us to face the door from the exterior and look at which side the hinges are on. We can see that the hinges are on the left, and that tells us that it's a left-handed door. The instructions tell us to rotate the thumb piece to the left 45 degrees for a right-handed door, or rotate the thumb piece to the right for 45 degrees for a left-handed door. So we have a left-handed door, so we will put it that way. So you got to try to hold, because we're going to install the back plate here. So we got to hold our finger kind of on the cylinder, on the exterior. We've got a hole here to put our wire through, and we want to line up the two screws here. They're going to go through that, through the latch, and we got to put this through there. So wish I had some great handy tip for you other than just be patient. If we get that through there, there's our wire. Now we got that through our latch. Now we take our screws and we got to go through the latch and to get to the exterior of the deadbolt. There's two holes over on that side. So it's a little misleading because as you turn these, you kind of might think that you've got the screw in there, but you might be feeling it just turning through the hole in the latch. So once you get a couple of turns, there, see, okay, I actually did hit it there. Try to pull it back out, and then you'll know that the thread of the screw has made it through the other side. Move it around a little bit. Okay, so that's actually caught quicker than I expected. I've put these on before, and sometimes it's a real pain trying to get those to line up. To install the receiver module on the interior of the door, you just push and then pull this up, and we can see here's the battery compartment, and there's the holes for the screws so that we can screw this onto the interior of the door. The instructions are referring to this as the receiver module, the unit that goes on the interior of the door. So now that we have this all in place, we're going to connect the little wire there to the wire that comes from the exterior. That just pops into place like that. And now there's 3 holes here we can see for mounting this module to the back plate. And there's another, I think there's another, yeah, there's another hole here too. They say if you have a wooden door or something, you can use that. I'm not going to be putting that in place because we have a metal door here. Now I'm going to put this wire back through there and we'll tighten this on. Check the deadbolt for operation. Door will not open, as you can see. And it does open properly there. And install our batteries. And put our cover on. There's also, if you lose your instructions, it looks like a little set of instructions in there too. I actually already put them in and I heard a beep, beep, beep come out, so maybe it only does it the first time. Now, obviously, this can be used as just a standard deadbolt with the 2 keys that come provided with it too, right? But we're going to program this. I've been programming the lock so I can illustrate how to use it. But now I'm going to put it back to factory defaults, and I'll illustrate the whole process. So to put it back to factory defaults, hit the reset button here. And wait, I think it said 5 seconds. Get your beeps so it's back to default. There's 2 different codes used to program the deadlock. One is a programming code PC, which by default is 4 zeros. And the other one is a user code, which shows there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we can change these later. But the first step you got to do is the door handling identification process. It says the lock needs to learn if your door is a right-handed or left-handed door. We know that in this case, it is left-handed. So here it says enter PC, your programming code. So in other words, 4 zeros. Then you hit the easy set button, 0 and easy set. So let's try that. My door's moving here. So, enter PC. That's our 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy set button. 0. Let's see that. Step 2 tells us to change the programming code. So we're going to take it from 000 to, I've marked it up in here, 5665. So we go, enter the PC code right there, and then we hit the easy set, and then we go through this. So the code is currently 1, 2, 3, 4. We hit the programming button or the easy set button up here. We go 4, we hit the programmer button again, we put our new code in, which we said was going to be 5, 6, 6, 5, and we get our green flashes, so now our programming code is now 5665. So there's all sorts of different options we can program here. An auto lock, time delay, muting options for the beeping and such. But we're just going to do one other one, which is we're going to add the new user code, which is the top secret code that we'll illustrate shortly that we can unlock the door outside using. So it's this sequence of events here. We enter the PC, which we know we just changed it from 4 zeros to 5665. So we're gonna go 5, 6, 6, 5. Hit our programming button. 1. Hit the programming button up here again. And then our new user code, which we said was gonna be 9, 8, 7, 6. And our easy set button flashes green, so that tells us that our new user code has been programmed to be 9876. And we can verify that our new user code of 9876 works by operating the deadbolt. We'll put in a new secret code we programmed, 9876. Hit the program button, and it operates. One other thing, you may have to adjust your strike plate a little bit. I'm going to have to, so I've got the door locked, and I'll show you why. So I put the secret code 9876, hit the programming button. It tries to operate. It's going to fail. I can hear the motor trying to run there. Now let's do it again, and I'm going to haul in on the handle here. So we can see it did not unlock. 9876. Hit the programming button, pull on the door. So I got to adjust that up a little bit. I just thought I'd add that in. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.